Hey everyone, welcome back to the Learn English podcast. I'm Leo, and with me as always is the amazing Gwen.
Hi, everyone. So excited to be here.
Okay, Gwen, be honest. When was the last time you actually had a real, meaningful conversation with your parents? Not just a quick, hi, how are you? But like a deep heart to heart talk?
Hmm, that's a tough one. I think maybe a few weeks ago, but it was mostly about what to have for dinner.
Exactly. And how often do you find yourself saying, I'll do it later, when it comes to spending time with family? Like, I'll call them back after this meeting? Or, we'll plan a family trip when I'm less busy? Sound familiar?
Way too familiar. It's like life just gets in the way, you know?
I know, right? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Why we often forget about family and how to fix it. Because let's be real, success means nothing if you don't have anyone to share it with, right? And here's the thing, our parents, they're not getting any younger. They start needing reading glasses, their knees start acting up, and suddenly you realize time is ticking. It's like 1 minute they're teaching you how to ride a bike, and the next, you're helping them figure out how to use a smartphone. So, stick around, folks, because today we're diving deep into this topic. We'll explore why we often neglect our family time, and most importantly, we'll give you some practical tips on how to balance success and family. And remember, we've prepared a free PDF with key vocabulary and phrases from today's episode. You can find the link in the description below. So, let's get started. All right, buckle up, folks, because I'm about to tell you a story that hit me like a ton of bricks. Picture this, me, Leo, the ultimate hustler, always on the go, always chasing the next big thing. I was like a hamster on a wheel, running and running, but going nowhere. I thought I was building an empire, but I was actually building a wall between me and my family.
Oh my gosh, Leo, I can totally relate to that. It's so easy to get caught up in the grind.
Absolutely, Gwen. Then one night I came home late, like always, but this time something was different. My dad was sitting in the living room, trying to read a book, but he was struggling, his eyes squinting, his forehead furrowed. And then I saw it, the reading glasses, perched on the edge of his nose. It was like a slow motion scene from a movie. Time stopped, and I realized my dad was getting old. Not just a little bit old, but really old. And I had missed it. I had been so busy chasing my own dreams that I had forgotten about the people who made those dreams possible. That moment was a slap in the face. It woke me up from my hustle trance.
Wow, that's a powerful moment, Leo. I think everyone has those moments where they realize time is passing too quickly.
Exactly, Gwen. Now, let's talk about why we often forget about family. It's not just about being busy. It's about a culture that tells us we're only valuable if we're working nonstop. It's about a society that glorifies the grind and the hustle. It's about thinking, I'll have time for family later, but later never comes. And most importantly, it's about taking family for granted. We think they'll always be there, but they won't. Time is a thief, folks, and it's stealing our precious moments with the people we love.
That's so true, Leo. It's like we're so focused on the future that we forget to appreciate the present. You know, it reminds me of a story I heard about a woman named Sarah. Sarah was a successful businesswoman, always traveling, always working. She loved her job, but she rarely had time to visit her parents. One day, she got a call from her sister. Her mom had a stroke. Sarah rushed to the hospital, but by the time she got there, it was too late. Her mom had passed away. Sarah was devastated. She regretted not spending more time with her mom. She realized that no amount of success could replace the time she had lost. That story really hit me hard. It made me realize how precious time is and how important it is to cherish the moments we have with our loved ones.
Wow, Gwen, I'm about to cry. It really drives home the point that we need to prioritize family.
Absolutely, Leo. And I think it's a reminder for all of us to make time for the people who matter most.
Now let's talk about why do we overlook family? Why do we keep pushing family time to later? Is it just the pressure from work, or is there something more?
It's a combination of factors. The American Psychological Association found that a significant percentage of adults cite work as a top stressor. But I think it's also the societal narrative that success is solely defined by career and wealth. We're told to climb the ladder, achieve more, and that success equals happiness. It's the hustle culture that glorifies overworking and sacrifices.
You're right. It's like we're chasing a mirage, thinking that material success will bring us fulfillment. And in the process, we neglect the very people who give our lives meaning. But don't you think we also take family for granted? They're always there, so we assume they'll always be there.
Absolutely. It's human nature to overlook the constant in our lives. But with family, there are no do overs. Once those moments are gone, they're gone forever.
So, what are the consequences of this neglect? What do we risk losing?
We risk losing the very essence of what makes life worth living. The emotional distance that grows between family members is heartbreaking. Research in the Journal of Marriage and Family highlights the importance of strong family bonds for well being.
And then there's the regret, the what ifs and if onlys that haunt us when it's too late. I've read stories of people on their deathbeds realizing their success meant nothing without family. It's a heavy price to pay for chasing a definition of success that's incomplete.
Exactly. And the harsh truth is, our parents won't be around forever. Time with them is limited, and we can't afford to waste it.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the problem. Now let's talk solutions. How can we actually balance success and family time?
It's a tough one, Leo, but it's definitely achievable. I think the first step is to prioritize family. Treat family time like a non negotiable appointment.
Exactly, like literally put it on your calendar. Block out time for family just like you would for an important meeting, and stick to it. For example, every Sunday evening, schedule a family dinner. No exceptions.
Absolutely. And it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. Even small actions can make a big difference. A quick phone call during lunch break, a thoughtful text message to your kids during their school day, a shared meal where everyone puts their phones away. These moments add up.
You know, Gwen, that reminds me of a study by the University of Michigan. They found that even short, frequent interactions with family can have a significant positive impact on our well being. It's not about grand gestures, it's about consistency. For instance, instead of scrolling through social media during your commute, call your parents for a quick chat.
That's a great point, Leo. And I think another key aspect is being truly present. When you're with your family, put away your phone, turn off the notifications, and focus on them. Give them your undivided attention. For example, when you're playing with your kids, don't just sit there scrolling through your phone. Engage with them, ask them questions, and really listen to their answers.
It's so easy to get distracted, isn't it? But those distractions take away from the precious moments we have with our loved ones. It's like we're physically there, but mentally we're a million miles away. Imagine you're watching a movie with your family, but you're constantly checking your emails. You're not really enjoying the movie, and you're not really connecting with your family.
Exactly. And sometimes, we need to learn to say no to work. It's okay to set boundaries and prioritize family time over extra work hours. It's not about being lazy, it's about being intentional. For instance, if your boss asks you to work late on a Friday night, but you have plans with your family, politely decline and explain that you have a prior commitment.
You hit the nail on the head, Gwen. It's about recognizing that success isn't just about work. It's about having a fulfilling life outside of work too. And that includes spending quality time with the people we love. Take, for example, Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group. Despite his immense success, he always makes time for his family and emphasizes the importance of work-life balance.
Absolutely, Leo. And I think it's important to remember that it's never too late to make a change. Start small, be consistent, and prioritize family. Your relationships will thank you for it. Even something as simple as a weekly family game night can make a huge difference. All right, everyone, let's take a moment to review some key phrases from our discussion.
You got it, Gwen. First, we have climb the corporate ladder. This idiom means to advance one's career through a series of promotions within a company. For example, he's been working hard to climb the corporate ladder.
Great example, Leo. And then we have caught up in the grind, which refers to being deeply involved in routine and often tedious work. It's easy to get caught up in the grind and forget about what's important.
Exactly. Next up, take something for granted. It means to assume something will always be there, so you don't appreciate it. We often take our family for granted, thinking they'll always be around.
And then we have miss out on precious moments, which means to fail to experience or enjoy something valuable. He missed out on precious moments with his children because he was always working.
How about wake-up call? It refers to an event that serves as a sudden realization or warning. Seeing my dad's reading glasses was a wake-up call that I needed to prioritize family.
That's a good one, Leo. And then we have at the expense of, meaning to the detriment of something else. He achieved success at the expense of his family.
How about a heavy price to pay, which means to suffer significant negative consequences for an action. Regretting not spending time with family is a heavy price to pay. Next up, we have non-negotiable appointment. This refers to something that is absolutely essential and cannot be changed or canceled. For example, family dinner on Sundays is a non-negotiable appointment for me.
Great example, Leo. And then we have add up, which means to accumulate or increase over time. Small actions like calling your parents regularly add up to strong family bonds.
Exactly. Next up, undivided attention. It means to give someone your complete focus and concentration. When you're with your kids, give them your undivided attention.
And then we have set boundaries, which means to establish limits or rules for yourself or others. It's important to set boundaries between work and family time.
Last but not least, hit the nail on the head. It's an idiom that means to say something exactly right. You hit the nail on the head when you said success isn't just about work. Now, let's dive into some discussion questions based on our conversation. Gwen, I'll start with you. What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about success?
I think the biggest misconception is that success is solely defined by career and wealth. People often forget that true success includes meaningful relationships and personal well being.
That's a great point, Gwen.
And Leo, in your story, you mentioned your dad's reading glasses. What do you think that moment symbolized?
For me, it symbolized the passage of time and how I had been blind to it. It was a wake-up call that my parents were aging and I was missing out on precious moments with them. What's one small action people can take today to improve their work-life balance?
I think scheduling a short phone call with a loved one during their lunch break is a great start. It's a simple way to stay connected and show them you care.
That's a fantastic idea, Gwen.
And Leo, what's one common mistake people make when trying to balance work and family?
I think it's failing to set boundaries. People often bring work home with them, both physically and mentally. This makes it difficult to fully disconnect and enjoy family time.
Before we say goodbye, don't forget to check out the free PDF file in the description or comments below. It summarizes all the key points we covered today so you can easily review them later. As we wrap up, remember this: success is most valuable when you have someone to share it with. And it's even more wonderful when that someone is your family. They're the ones who truly understand and appreciate your journey.
And now, for a small challenge, right after this podcast, call or text your parents or loved ones. Let them know you're thinking of them. Try it out and let us know how it goes in the comments below.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode.